Chicken Do Pyaza. How do you make a curry even better? You add more onions. This dish is truly an ode to onions, bursting with bold aromatic flavors and, of course, onions galore. Welcome back to Burmawala Kitchen. We begin by marinating 1 kilogram of chicken. I've opted for only legs and thighs as they hold their moisture beautifully. Into the chicken, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of fragrant garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of fiery red hot chili powder, 3 tablespoons of dhania jeera, coriander and cumin powder, 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger paste, half teaspoon of earthy turmeric powder, and 1 tablespoon of the brilliant ruby red Kashmiri chili powder. No need for a long marinade, just enough time to prepare the rest of our ingredients. We want to keep this swift but spectacular. Now on to the real star, onions. This dish celebrates onions in 2 parts, and here's part 1. Chop 2 onions finely. I know, you could use a food processor, but honestly, who wants to deal with the cleaning? A knife works just fine here. That said, if you prefer to go the quick route, a food processor will save you time, but you'll pay for it in washing up later. Next, we'll prepare 2 tomatoes. Off with their tops, chop them up, and into the food processor they go for a quick blitz. So, I did end up using the processor. How could I resist its ease with tomatoes? I could have chopped them with a knife, but truthfully, I think it's time to sharpen my knives again. Right, onto the stove we go. In a pan set to medium heat, pour in 1/4 cup of oil and melt 1 generous tablespoon of ghee. This combination of oils is where the magic begins, creating a rich, velvety base. Now in go our finely chopped onions. Patience is key here, don't rush. Brown these beauties slowly until they reach a deep golden hue. This will take a good 12 minutes, but believe me, it's worth every second. We're building the foundation of our curry, and these caramelized onions are essential. About halfway through, we'll add our fragrant regal dry spices. 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 4 green cardamoms, 1-2 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, and a few cloves. These are the jewels of this curry, filling the air with the scent of a bustling spice bazaar. Keep stirring until the onions reach that perfect golden brown shade, and your kitchen is practically a fragrant palace. Now it's time to add our marinated chicken. It's had about 20 minutes to soak up those spices, and now we'll give it a good braise in the pan. Searing the chicken at this stage helps lock in all those incredible flavors, giving every bite that savory depth we love. Keep the heat at medium-high and be vigilant. No one wants burnt bits sticking to the bottom of the pan. While the chicken is doing its thing, let me quickly say a massive thank you to all our subscribers who've given feedback that the videos felt a bit too fast. I've slowed this video down just a touch to give you more time to follow along. Let me know if you like the pace. And a little plug here. Don't forget to check out our new spice blend available in the description. Back to the curry. Once the chicken has taken on a lovely golden color, we're ready to introduce the blitzed tomatoes. Stir them into the pan and cook for a couple of minutes, just until they mingle with the onions and spices. Now pop the lid on and let the curry simmer away on medium heat for a good 10 minutes. And now, we arrive at part 2 of the onion extravaganza. Grab 1 large onion, red or white, whichever you prefer. Slice it in half, then into thirds, creating lovely onion petals. These beauties will give our dish that signature Do Pyaza flair, tender yet retaining a delightful bite. While the curry bubbles away, we'll also chop up some fresh coriander to finish the dish later. Always use fresh coriander, as it brings brightness and balance to the rich, spicy sauce. Once the 10 minutes have passed, lift the lid and prepare to be amazed. The chicken has released its juices, and the sauce is gloriously rich. But we're not done yet. Turn the heat up to high for 5 minutes to reduce the sauce. Stir frequently to prevent any burning. This curry should be bold, not bitter. When the sauce has thickened beautifully, reduce the heat and fold in 4 tablespoons of thick, creamy yogurt. Be gentle here. We don't want the yogurt to split, so low heat is key. The yogurt adds a lovely velvety texture, making the curry oh so smooth. Now for the final flourish of flavor, stir in 1 teaspoon of homemade garam masala, available on our channel. 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi for that delightful, slightly bitter edge, and 4 whole green chillies. I'm leaving the chillies intact as I prefer a milder curry, but feel free to split them if you're after a fiery kick. It's time to add the onion petals we prepared earlier. They only need about 3 minutes to soften slightly while still maintaining a bit of crunch. This textural contrast is what makes Do Pyaza so special. And if you're feeling fancy, you can toss in 1 roughly chopped tomato for a pop of color and an extra burst of sweetness. Why not? Go wild. And there we have it. Our chicken Do Pyaza is ready, and just look at it, glistening with layers of flavor, the onions proudly standing tall, the chicken cooked to succulent perfection. A final sprinkle of fresh coriander, and we've reached the pièce de résistance. And look, the pan magically cleaned itself again. How does that happen every time? Honestly, nothing beats a homemade curry like this. Chicken Do Pyaza might grace many a restaurant menu, but here, in your kitchen, you've got a version that's fresh, fragrant, and bursting with love. We've made everything from scratch here, no base gravy needed, and it makes all the difference. And the best part? It's freezer friendly, so you can cook in bulk and enjoy it on a lazy day. Far quicker and tastier than ordering in. Just pop it into freezer-proof containers, and when you're ready, it can go straight from the freezer to the microwave. No need for takeaways or paying those delivery app fees when you've got a homemade curry at hand. Thank you for joining me once again on this culinary adventure. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Every suggestion makes this community stronger, and I love hearing from you. Happy cooking from Burmawala Kitchen.